Hi, Dr. Yass here. In this video, I want to review a case study of someone I recently started to treat, just to clarify to people that if in fact you continue to accept the medical establishment's approach of diagnosing you through MRIs and their basic promotion that pain in the leg is referred from the spine, you could end up having chronic pain indefinitely, regardless of the number of treatments and types of treatments that the medical establishment attempts to promote. And in this particular case, I'm talking about a guy who has been in pain for 30 years, who has had 7 back surgeries, including a multi-level fusion, and at the end of the 30 years was still having such severe levels of pain that he basically couldn't weight bear. His entire life had been put on hold for these past 30 years. He really has very limited ability to do just about anything, walk for any sustained period of time. Obviously, something like playing tennis is out of the question. And he pretty much has lived with pain almost on a continuous daily basis. And so the usual fashion, he finds out about me through word of mouth and we evaluate him. And I want to really just hit on this idea that the body attempts to present symptoms so that the tissue in distress, which is creating those symptoms, can be identified so that the appropriate intervention can be provided to resolve the distress of that tissue, thereby eliminating its need to elicit the emergency distress signal of pain. That's the concept of symptoms. That's why you have symptoms. So if you think you're experiencing pain in your leg, the most obvious and first thing that should be done should be press in the area of pain and see if you can incite the symptom to increase or be brought on, right? So if in fact that's the case, then the idea that the pain is being referred from the back, meaning that you would have to press on the area of the back that you are being told, is referring the symptom to the leg. So what they're saying is that a herniated disc, stenosis, arthritis, a pinched nerve, something in the spine is creating the symptoms. So what they're saying is that for you to incite the symptoms in the leg, you would have to press on the spine at that level, and then you would say, oh my God, I pressed there and I felt it shoot to my leg. Well, if you press on your leg and either bring on the symptom or incite the symptom, by definition, you have shown the pain to be the symptom to be point tender pain, meaning that the tissue you're pressing on is the tissue creating pain. And therefore, it is irrefutable that the location that you are being told is referring the symptom cannot be eliciting that symptom. That's the way this works. That's the way the body works. Sure enough, I had this guy have someone with him. We pressed, and sure enough, we were able to incite the pain in his leg by pressing on his leg, showing that the symptoms have never been from the spine. The other important factor is that there is a correlative loss of function. So this idea that a disc can make you have difficulty weight bearing it is just nonsense. It's just foolish, ridiculous. It's just a fallacy. There's no such thing. It doesn't work like that. And the fact, again, that any type of weight bearing brought on his symptoms while resting at least minimize the symptoms. All of this indicates that there is a direct correlation between his symptoms and function, which clearly indicates the tissue in distress was muscle. When we pressed on his muscle, he in fact went through the roof, and we were able to show that's what it was. We started a series of exercises, and now, at least at this point, he can weight bear right after the exercises with zero pain in the side of the pelvis, the front of the thigh, and the inside of the thigh. And he could walk without a limp immediately after performing the exercises. That has never been able to be achieved through any means, including the 7 surgeries. So, ladies and gentlemen, you must understand that you have final determination how long you are going to stay with the existing medical system, even after year passes, treatment after treatment fails. At some point, you have to say to yourself, what they're saying at its core must be wrong. And you have to understand how symptoms are created and how to interpret those symptoms to determine what tissue is creating those symptoms. I've shown in more than 98% of cases the cause of pain is muscular, and those type of causes don't show up on MRI, which is why the medical establishment never identifies them. So this is a pure case study. A man who had to live in pain for 30 years, endured 7 failed surgeries, addiction to pain medication, all of it. All because the medical establishment, even with that time frame and the failed surgeries, was willing to continue this absurd, baseless notion that the pain in the leg had to be coming from the back. It was simple folly. So hopefully this helps you understand your circumstance and can now hopefully help you to have the courage to go ahead and leave that and seek the Yass method. So if you like this video, if you find it's helpful, please give it a thumbs up. If you like my YouTube channel, Dr. Mitchell Yass, please subscribe to get notifications when new videos are added or when I'm live on YouTube, and just click the bell icon to get those notifications. If you want to contact me about your circumstance, you can email me at drmitch@mitchellyass.com. If you want to set up a Yass method treatment, you could do so by going to my website, livewithoutpains.com, it's plural, and click on the Schedule Now button. That will take you to the Calendly Scheduler page, and you will see there's 2 options, either in person in Jacksonville, Florida, or Zoom session. Pick the one you want, then you can select the day and time you would like this session to be scheduled, and we'll be all set. So for now, this is Dr. Mitchell Yass wishing you a pain-free, fully functional life. Bye-bye for now.